Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the ever so slight delay. Had a couple of technical issues this morning, but we're up now. I am Jonathan van Clute with Stock Navigators, and reminding you to please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you like about these videos and what we can do to help you in your trading going forward into the future. So with that, let's start out by taking a peek at the S&P 500. Now, we are at a very, very important level here, which is this 61.8 retracement of this entire down move from the all-time high to the recent extreme low in December. Retrace that and 61.8 right smack where we are this instant. So this is a very critical juncture. What's going to happen here? The expectation is going to be a retracement. Now, is that a retracement that forms a higher low and then marches higher, or is it going to be a retracement that takes out this low, maybe tests a double bottom, something like that? Anything is possible right now, and we need to wait and see what's going to happen. This is not a time to just jump on the trend. Certainly not the long trend here. This is not the time to just go jumping on this big move and say, "Oh, the market is back. We're healthy. We're going up." This is a very dangerous inflection point here to be doing that on. So we need to watch very carefully to see what's going to happen at this level. Even though the 21 EMA is up and we've had this big uptrend move and on all this, this is just a retracement on the larger downwards trend. So keep that in mind. Now, on the 60-minute basis, of course, we are riding this incredible uptrend. And it's been nice, and no question about it, it's been a great move. But we have a number of things in addition to that overall 61.8 retracement. We're also just right here. We're right at this previous inflection point, previous swing point, and then also there was this one here. We're kind of stuck right between those two right now. So in my mind, this is definitely a wait and see what wants to happen time. So sit tight, let the market shake itself out, figure out what it wants to do, and let the market come to you. We need to see if the market is going to retrace. Watch for a takeout of this low here, and once it starts taking out the previous higher lows, then it is very likely to continue to the downside and just march on down and test each previous swing point all the way down. So watch out for that. And of course, the big one, if it breaks the trend line, then you're that much more likely to continue to the downside. So let's look at crude oil. Now, crude made a valiant effort to try to break this high, and it technically did it, but just for a moment, and then it shot right back down again. I mean, you can see it here. It jumped up and then slammed back down again. So right now, anyway, crude's still just stuck in this congestion range, going sideways. There is no clear sign of strength that it is going to be able to break this level right now. That being said, clearly buyers are trying to push it up. So the pressure, I would say, is to the upside, and you're going to want to keep a very careful watch on what happens there at those levels. So watch out for that. We need to take out this high here, and then of course take out. Oops, this line's in the wrong place. Take out this high there to be able to establish a real bullish move back up to the previous highs and start trying to retrace more of this downwards move. Let's see here. This is also. Oh, so yeah, this is slightly off. I thought something was not quite right there, but anyway, whatever. That's not terribly important. So intraday, of course, there's volatility to be had. We did break up into this zone and even up through it, like I was saying, for just a brief moment, and then just a few hours there and came back. So right now, again, sandwiched right between the two zones, making a push. The buyers are stepping in and trying to push this up higher. So you'll have to see what happens if it gets up into this zone. Will the zone hold as resistance again and push price back down, or will the zone finally fail? Now, this would be the third break. If it's able to get up over the top of the zone, that would be 1, 2, and then a third. So there seems to be a high probability on a third push through something, through a level. We often see that it being the one that is able to hold. So watch for this. If it's able to get up here, keep a close eye on momentum and candle strength and things like that. And obviously, if it takes out this high and is able to hold above that, then we've got a likely continuation to the upside. So you can see about taking advantage of that. Right this moment, anyway, just kind of going sideways, stuck between these two zones. So again, congestion area, kind of a wait and see. Taking a quick look at gold. Gold has also made a very nice effort, push to the upside, but came right to the top of this congestion area here and then just stopped. So right now we are stuck right in this zone and need to see continued momentum to the upside if it's going to hold. And if this is going to instead hold as resistance, then I would expect to see us break below this zone and possibly get stuck back down in this congestion area again, something like that. But right now, anyway, not able to take out these prior high, and that's really what we need to see for a truly bullish continuation to be able to march all the way up into the highs, around the 1400 range. So you're going to want to watch for that and just make sure that if you're bullish, that gold can break out of this zone and take out this high and hold. So on an intraday, we are, of course, in an uptrend, and it is a very nice one. It's a very strong uptrend. It's been pulling even strongly away from this trend line, and pardon me. Right now, we are definitely pushing to stay up here. You can see the effort that's going on, but it did make a push up to make a higher high, and then is trying to make another push right now. But at the moment, does not look like it's really able to do it. So right this instant, 21 EMA is just going sideways. Price is basically just going sideways, kind of just stuck in this general channel here, and there's no real clear cut direction at the moment. So if you've got any profits from any of this move, protect them. Make sure that you don't let price reverse on you and you end up giving a big chunk of those profits back. Let's take a quick look at natural gas. And oops, let's see here. There we go. Natural gas still just kind of stuck in this big blue consolidation area, whatever you want to call it. But look at this. We're right at the low. So this is a really interesting point. If this is going to hold to the upside, then this is a great test. If this level holds and we bounce up, then there's the potential for a little long trade here with your stop just below that low, something like that. But we really need to see it hold above this low. If not, then there's every chance that it could come down and retest, the low of this big blue box. So watch out for that. Right now, anyway, of course, 21 EMA is pointing down. So the trend is down, but like I said, it looks to be trying to hold right there at that level. So that is a potentially good sign if you've got a bullish outlook on natural gas, sort of a double bottom. You can see it really clearly here. Very, very clear. So if you are an intraday trader, then you're just looking for things to move around. So there is movement still to be had in natural gas. There is still some amount of volatility. These lines, I believe, are in the wrong place. Not sure what happened there. Had a crash this morning, and my workspaces did not come up properly. For now, that's good enough. That's more or less the right spot. So we are riding a downtrend. It's very clear. You can see it. The 21 EMA, especially, is clearly pointing downwards. There's no question about it. But like I said, double bottom here. So we are certainly in that buy zone and testing it now. So watch carefully for this to hold, maybe come out of the zone, something like that, and then you've got a nice potential bullish entry. Stop just outside the zone, and you'd be looking for a retest at least of the overhead sell zone there. Something like that would be a really nice target to aim for, and that's a pretty significant trade. You'd have almost a couple hundred ticks to be had there, so would not be too terrible. All right, and let's finish up with crypto, Bitcoin in specific, and Bitcoin still just continuing that little downward, kind of a lazy downwards push that's going on, but there's just not a lot of excitement in it. I don't see any big moves, just sort of drifting. We're having down, up, down, up. It's basically sideways to down. It's a pretty shallow angle on the 21 EMA. It is down, but it's not terribly steep. And we went sideways for a little while. Now we're just going lazily down. So maybe we drift all the way down and test a double bottom. Maybe we just drift partway into the zone, go sideways for a little while, and then come back up. Definitely a wait and see. But right this moment, it is not feeling like there's a huge amount of participation in Bitcoin right now, which is a potentially bullish sign. If all the sellers have been washed out of the market, then perhaps it can begin to finally retrace. But watch out for a break of this low, because if that happens, and there's no question, we've got another leg down. 60-minute time frame. Again, the volatility has just been sucked out of this market. There isn't a lot of these big, huge shock moves anymore. We do get some occasional moves here. I mean, like this one here wasn't too bad. There are little moves to be scalped here and there, but the moves now are so small. I mean, from here to there, this current congestion range, you're only talking what, maybe 34.50 to 33.50 ish, something like that. So you're talking like $100, $150 maybe. It's just not much. There is very little range anymore in Bitcoin. I mean, it's very clear. You look at the daily candles, look how tiny they are compared to what they've been in the past. Definitely a very, very small, tight range at the moment. There's just not a lot going on. So trade cautiously. If you are day trading, then just of course keep tight stops and sensible position sizes and everything, and just grab little profits. This is a scalping market right now. We don't have any big trending moves to jump on, so definitely small scalp market. That's going to be the opportunity right now. All right, I think that pretty much covers it. S&P 500 hasn't really done anything during my analysis. Not terribly shocking, but as I said before, I'll just reiterate: watch out. We're at the 61.8, and want to watch very, very carefully to see what happens here. Because if we get a rejection of that level, then it is most likely, without a doubt, going to want to retrace and form a higher low somewhere. So is that up here? Is it down here? Is it all the way down to test this double bottom? That's what we don't know. But it does mean that a retrace is going to want to happen. So watch out for that, and just trade accordingly. Take a quick look at the chat, make sure that there's no questions or anything, and there isn't. So, all right, I'm going to wrap up there then and get ready for the trading day ahead. I hope you have a great day of trading. So once again, I'm Jonathan van Clute with Stock Navigators, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what we can do to help you in your trading. All right, good trading, everybody. Have a great one. Bye-bye.